Hey everybody, welcome back to Project Diablo 2. We are not on our Vengeance Paladin today, we're on a new character. I haven't been playing the Paladin as much because there's been some server issues, and if you watched the last video, you know that I lost a Vex rune in cows, and that's not the only item I've lost to rollbacks from server crashes. I just don't want to drop something crazy in maps right now and have it just be lost to the rollbacks, so gonna give a little break on the Paladin just while we wait for server issues. Maybe we'll wait for the next patch. Maybe it's gonna be a little more stable. But in the meantime, I've been leveling an alt. You can see where we have a Necromancer here. We're 65 res capped. We're obviously, as you can tell, wearing full trangs. So we're playing a Golemancer. Specifically, actually, we're playing a Pyromancer. So you guys know that I don't like summoners, really. I'm not a big fan of summon builds. The AI in this game is not great, and I've made that clear as I've played before that I'm just not big on summoning builds. However, this one's a little more active, so let's go over skills first. We have maxed out Golem Mastery, 1 point in Blood Warp, maxed out Fire Golem. We have some points going into Clay Golem for synergy. I probably won't be putting any points into Iron or Blood for a while. I'll probably put leftover points into Blood, but we are also nothing in Poison and Bone. We are maxing out lower res and Curse Mastery for as much Pierce as possible. There's only so many fire immunes that we can break with it, because we're not running Conviction on our Mercenary, because I can't afford an Infinity. I'm broke as shit. So we are just going to run lower res, and I'm going to max it out. So once we swap over to Conviction, I can put more points in synergies to get their damage higher. We are running 1 Clay Golem and 4 Fires. Running 1 Clay just for the 18% slow, which is very nice, as well as a big chunk of physical damage for any fire immunes that we can't break. And then we're up to 1500 damage on the Holy Fire Pulse and 870 for their attack. So the Holy Fire Pulse is obviously where a lot of it comes in. It's less about them attacking and then just, AoE Holy Fire damage. We are running Meteor. It's only 23 right now because we are just using our Hexfire for the +3 to fire skills. Of course, like I said, we're running full trangs, so we have the extra Necro skills, and we have Firewall and Fireball as well. The Meteor is mostly, again, for fire immunes for the extra physical damage, because it's about 300 phys, as well as the burn. So we're running that instead. We have a Perfect Topaz in the armor and the helm, just because why not? This belt is slammed for vitality. The gloves are clean right now, and the shield is slammed for MDR. We'll Larzik this when we get to him, and put an extra socket in there. I think we can get one, right? Larzik quest gives one. Everything's so squished because there's so much going on. We just have a lightning res jewel in here for getting us res capped. If you take a look at our res, we're way over on fire. I can lose 19 fire still. And then we're good for everything else. Yeah, that's about that. Overall, yeah, we're using a Dwarf Star and just this FCR safety craft. You guys saw when we made this in the crafting video. And then just a shitty Necromancer skiller with some life. So, yeah, that's basically the build so far. I thought, let's run a pit run, just to show you guys what the build's like. So, I guess I should talk about the Merc real quick. We're running an Act 3 Cold Merc for the Prayer Aura. The Prayer helps keep them and myself and him alive. He's running Ancient's Pledge for res, random, rares, and crafts for the rest. Stealth, lore, insight, just for the meditation. Nothing crazy. Ideally, we'll swap to an Act 2 Merc. And they take care of stuff pretty well. Of course, with Blood Warp, we have a limit on... there's the cooldown on casting Meteor when we use Blood Warp. And Blood Warp's mostly to reposition You can see we're also like not much in the way of charms yet. Um, kind of feel like I shot myself in the foot selling that summon skiller that I did at the beginning of the season, but not that big of a deal. Obviously, as we get more summoning skillers, the damage and the clear speed for this is just going to get even better. Feeling this is just back out to the marsh. Yeah. Because of the prayer aura, they managed to stay alive just fine as well. Between the passive healing on them and then the healing on attack. And there are some fire immunes here. Ideally, I'd be running Stony Tomb, because you can see we can't quite break these fire immunes. But our Mercenary does good damage. And with the meditation, we don't need to worry about mana pots, really. I know for the breakpoints, it's better in PD2 to not have the vampire transformation. But I kind of wish that we still had the vampire transformation, even if the breakpoints and the frames are just terrible. Although I know some people just don't like it, so I can respect that, I guess. I just think it looks cool. And on theme with why we have all the fire skills from the set, right? So yeah, in combination with the little bit of fizz damage I can put out with Meteor, and the cold damage from the Blizzard, we're able to take care of immunes. Ideally, we'd want to get a Rising Dawn, which is not a very expensive amulet, so it's the next thing I'm going to buy. Because that will increase the level of our Meteor and everything else, our Fire Mastery. That's one thing that's very cool about the set, is we're getting +6 to... Where is it? Is it not the set bonus here? Fireball, Firewall. Where is it? I don't see it. Was it removed this season? The Fire Mastery? Or is it just not showing up? I'm not seeing Fire Mastery. It's supposed to give Fire Mastery. If it doesn't, then I will probably not worry about wearing the full set. But the Fire Mastery will give us extra fire skill damage and fire pierce. It's strange. It's supposed to give Fire Mastery. I believe Fire Mastery level 6? Yeah. I'll have to maybe look into that. If you guys know whether or not it still gives Fire Mastery, or if that was something that was changed, maybe I'll have to look in the patch notes, see. But I have the wiki up right now, and it says that it gives Fire Mastery. Yeah, complete set +6 to Fire Mastery as part of the set bonus. Maybe that was something changed this season. I'm not sure. Maybe it just doesn't show for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys know, let me know. Just leave a comment or something, and perhaps I'll hop on the Discord and ask around as well. Because that Fire Mastery, obviously, big for our damage. And If we're not getting the Fire Mastery, then I will swap from the Trang helmet over to... We need 4-piece Trangs in order to get Meteor on the gloves. So we do have to wear 4 of the 5 pieces regardless. But if we don't need to wear the full set, then I will swap over to a Flickering Flame Helm, which will give us extra, potentially, will give us the Fire Res Aura, which will give us fire skill damage, but it also gives us +2 to fire skills. Yeah, so that's a pit run. Overall, I like the build. It's fun. Just leveling up another build is nice. It's good clear. I'll pick up, like I said, a Rising Dawn here for extra fire skill levels. All the rest of the points right now, we're going to go into maxing lower res, and then before I go into Curse Mastery, I'll probably max Clay Golem for the attack rating and damage. We want the attack rating just to make sure they can hit, because I do notice that, especially with how low level I am right now, because 65, their attack rating is quite low, so when we're 20 levels below the enemies, miss a lot. So a lot of their damage comes from the Holy Fire anyways, but it definitely helps. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna keep leveling up this, and I'm gonna keep playing the Paladin as well. Just with the server issues, I didn't really feel like dropping something amazing and then losing it, right? So we'll have to see. Haven't had any crazy drops or anything like that, but this is the build. So I'll be playing both of these now, and I'll upload videos every now and again for farming. This should be able to do maps a lot better than the Paladin as well. I have the Paladin set up to be an MF gear, so it's much better for doing like cows and stuff. And I don't have the Paladin moved over into better things. We did get one really cool drop actually on the Necromancer while we were leveling. I think it was a drop from... might have been from Mephisto. But we managed to get an Ormus Robes, which rolled 10, 13, 13, which is not bad. I also slammed it and got 6% life, which is pretty good. So we will probably either Larzik quest or we will puzzle box it. Yeah, that's it's not rolled amazingly or anything. Obviously, bottom end on the fire skill and middle of the road on the others, but it's still not bad. But this will be our go-to chest eventually. We can just take a look at the damage that we have here right now already. Go ahead and put Vengeance on. We have 8.3k, and if we swap, 8.88. So, like 500 extra damage is a pretty big deal. And after we get some more like flat damage charms, it'll bump up the damage a lot as well. So yeah, that's how Project Diablo 2's been going. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.